This is our opening contest being contested at 63.5 kg, so effectively the super lightweight division. This is Mouhamed Oumarou, one of the amateur standouts on the elite level from Cameroon. He has a pro record of 3-0. All of those pro bouts took place in 2021 before going back to the amateur circuit, where he's been fighting again at a high level within the IBA as an amateur, now taking part in his first IBA pro bout here tonight in Moscow.
В золотой угол ринга приглашается его соперник из России. Welcome to the gold corner from Russia, Tamerlan, OZDOEV.
Tamerlan OZDOEV makes his way to the ring here tonight for the second time entering an IBA pro ring. He's 1-0, native of St. Petersburg, Russia. Placed third at the Russian Nationals in the under-22 category in May of last year. Now 22 years of age, and perhaps starting to focus a little more on what his trajectory will be as a professional fighter. Nice taking on Mouhamed Oumarou in our opening contest. Again, a 7-fight card for you here tonight. 4 bouts on the IBA pro circuit, followed by 3 more as governed by the Russian Boxing Federation, all concluding with our main event between Magomedov and Machu. We're ready for our opening contest, so let's send it back down to the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing for the IBA Pro Light Welterweight Contest. Представляю вам соперников и первым боксера в черном углу. Introducing to first, fighting out of the black corner. Ему 22 года, рост 175 сантиметров, вес 63,45 килограмма. Профессиональный рекорд 3 победы, включая 2 победы нокаутом без поражений. Ladies and gentlemen, he's 22 years old, standing 175 centimeters tall, weighing at 63.45 kilograms. His professional record, 3 victories, including 2 wins by way of knockout, no losses. Дамы и господа, он 5-кратный чемпион Камеруна, бронзовый медалист чемпионата Африки среди юниоров. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Cameroon national 5-time champion and bronze medal at the African Youth Championship. Representing from Tula, Cameroon, here is Mouhamed, the shining star, OUMAROU. Его соперник в золотом углу. Fighting out of the gold corner. Ему 22 года. Рост 174 сантиметра, вес 63,5 килограмма. Профессиональный рекорд. 1 бой, который завершен победой. Ladies and gentlemen, he's 22 years old, standing 174 centimeters tall, weighing at 63.5 kilograms. His professional record, 1 bout, 1 victory. Он призер чемпионата России среди молодежи. Ladies and gentlemen, he's youth Russian National Championship prize winner. Из Санкт-Петербурга, Россия, Tamerlan OZDOEV.
Head up, no low blow, no follow you. Listen and follow my command. Good luck.
And we take a look at the tail of the tape for our opening contest. A couple of 22-year-old prospects going at it. You see Oumarou with a slight height advantage in this one. 2 fighters
Box.
who've been very successful on the youth level, the junior level, as amateurs. OZDOEV, we mentioned his placement at the most recent under-22 Russian national championship, picked up bronze, the former Russian youth amateur champion. And both men really eager to work on the inside. OZDOEV connecting on a nice left hook up top. Good body work from both fighters here in the early going. Again, both of these fighters very familiar with that 3-round amateur format. No surprise that they'd come out as hot as they have in terms of the tempo. And that is one of the challenges for young fighters like this who enter the IBA pro circuit. Fighters like OZDOEV and OUMAROU still very active on the elite amateur circuit as well. So a different kind of thinking inside of the ring in terms of pacing. Slip to the outside there from OUMAROU as he lands a good left hook to the body. Constant volume from both men here in the early going. Sneaky uppercut there from OZDOEV on the inside. Hard right hand over the top there from OZDOEV. OUMAROU having a little bit of trouble with regards to his range right now. You've seen a couple of times kind of jabbing from no man's land. There's a better range for him, but as he's stepping inside, he's getting touched up by OZDOEV, who has just kept the volume going from the opening bell. Inside the final minute here of round one. High output from both fighters. OZDOEV steps inside the wider work of OUMAROU there a moment ago and connects on another good left hook. Three-punch combination from OZDOEV, and again, excellent timing from OZDOEV. You heard the reaction from his corner there a moment ago, just walking OUMAROU into a beautiful counter left hand. Final 10 seconds of the opening round. Everything working for Tamerlan OZDOEV in the opening frame as he connects on one more good left hook to the body.
Tamerlan, round two.
Box.
Round two underway. Our opening contest in the super lightweight division between Tamerlan OZDOEV and Mouhamed OUMAROU. Excellent start from OZDOEV in the opening frame. We last saw him in IBA Pro action in December, just over a month ago, picking up a 4-round unanimous decision over Jakavir Jurayev. That was in his hometown of St. Petersburg. OUMAROU, obviously a long way from home here tonight. I mentioned his only pro action was on the local circuit in Cameroon. Last fight was all the way back in 2021, as we referenced. 4-round decision over Mamadi Alexis. A big opportunity for him here tonight to expand back into a pro format and also pick up the biggest payday of his young career. He's going to have to earn it. He just ate another terrific left hook there from OZDOEV. Good exchange, but OZDOEV again getting the best of it with those sharp right hands over the top.
No holding, no holding.
OUMAROU trying to match OZDOEV's tempo here in the second round.
Cameroon, no low block.
Final 2 minutes of that opening frame. He was certainly getting outworked.
Head up, head up.
Good acknowledgement from the OUMAROU corner to try and make that adjustment. But again, got a guy in front of him in OZDOEV who's clearly
No low block.
there to match that tempo. But OUMAROU connecting on a couple good right hands. OZDOEV tries to reset. Nice left hook counter over the top there, and another. Much better work from OUMAROU here in the second round. Good adjustments from the standout from Cameroon.
No holding, Tamerlan. No holding. Cameroon, no holding.
In OUMAROU's amateur contest, he's been at his best using his length from the outside, and when he keeps that active jab, he's given guys a lot of trouble. Just ate another good left hook from OZDOEV. OUMAROU kind of fighting contrary to his strengths here tonight. There you saw kind of flashes of it. Is that piston arrow straight jab from the outside. But tonight has been dragged into trench warfare by OZDOEV.
Three-round, round 3.
Time. Box.
Round 3 underway between Tamerlan OZDOEV, former Russian youth amateur champion, and Mouhamed OUMAROU, former bronze medalist at the African Youth Championships, who started boxing at the age of 9, picked up the sport at the youth center in his hometown of Douala, where he met his coach, Jean-Paul Magnomo. Now trains at the Gabalou Boxing Club. OUMAROU giving a different look here in the third round. Hands at his waist, trying to work up the middle.
Head up, head up. Head up. No holding, no holding.
Отлично. Хорошо. И не застаивайся, защита сразу. Не стой. Хорошо. Не возись, не возись.
No holding, Cameroon, no holding. Break!
А правый почаще. Правый почаще. Поднимай там снизу.
OUMAROU again trying to get these pot shots working from the outside.
No holding. Cameroon, set back, set back.
Mostly just getting absorbed by that frame defense of OZDOEV.
No low block.
A good counter left hook up top there from OZDOEV. And he is just waiting for OUMAROU to throw that left hook to the body and meet him as he comes back up into his stance. And he just met him with a good one there, and OUMAROU might be in a little bit of trouble. Omaru hanging on after eating that shot a moment ago. Trying to break free, trying to create a little bit of distance, but he is just getting bullied by OZDOEV on the inside. Wicked left hook to the body. And no immediate response from Omaru after that one. You could tell he felt that shot to the midsection. 40 seconds remain here in round 3 as OZDOEV really sitting down on his shots here in the 3rd round. Big right hand right down the pipe.
No holding, no holding. Stop! Stop! Step back. No holding. Box.
There's a verbal warning for Mouhamed Omaru for holding. You certainly don't blame him. Certainly for holding if he's hurt, but also he needs to smother OZDOEV on the inside, who is just frankly getting the better of him at close quarters. As round 3. See some of the highlights from round 3. These big left hooks that have been the major story for OZDOEV thus far seem to have Omaru hurt at one point in that round. Take a look back into OZDOEV's corner.
Правый по части, защитился план. Снизу по части.
Cameroon.
Cheating
No holding, okay?
Round 4.
Box.
Round 4 underway. See what adjustments Mouhamed Omaru can make here in this frame, as it seemed as though the momentum started to really roll downhill for Tamerlan OZDOEV. He looks to come over the top of the right hand. Omaru trying to fire his own through the guard of OZDOEV. Again, that counter left hook, that has just been money for OZDOEV thus far. Now he brings it down along the belt line of Omaru. Credit to Omaru, he has been very, very busy volume-wise each and every round, but it has been the more precise timing of OZDOEV that has been making him pay round after round. Interesting situation for Omaru to be in here tonight. Again, we mentioned has been exclusively on the amateur circuit since 2021. Does have 3 professional fights where he has gone the 4-round distance one time. So tonight, back in the 4th round, having to extend himself a little bit more than he's been used to over the last couple of years. OZDOEV, a little bit more familiar in a recent sense with this format after that win over Jakubir Jurayev last month. There's a nice counter from Omaru. For the shot from OZDOEV to the body, came back with a better one up top. But OZDOEV, quick to erase the memory of that shot, just staying busy, staying on top of Omaru, keeping him on his back foot.
No push, no holding, step back. I see a step back. Stop! Step back. Box!
45 секунд, Тим. Верни прямо. Опять живот.
OZDOEV starting to place that right hand to the body a little bit more.
Cameroon, no holding. No holding.
Body work from OZDOEV has been consistent throughout this fight, and it has been varied. Lots of different routes to the body. In doing so, he's opened himself up a little bit this round. This is a good round for Omaru. Landed a couple of eye-catching counters. looking for a round to give to the Cameroonian. It might be that one. A lot more time on the back foot and on the perimeter in round 4. Good round for the native of Douala, Cameroon.
Пятый раунд. Round 5.
Бокс.
So round 5 begins. An interesting turn of momentum there in round 4. Perhaps the conceit was, if this fight were to go into these rounds, it would start to favor OZDOEV, given his experience in recent months in a longer format. But Mouhamed OUMAROU looked like the fresher fighter there in round 4. OZDOEV perhaps taking a little bit of a round off. OZDOEV now back on the front foot, and he gets cracked by a good right hand. You saw him shake his head. Say, no, I couldn't feel that one, but things getting a little bit messy here.
Russia. No holding, no wrestling, okay? Box.
We're seeing a little bit of an edge here from OZDOEV. Saw the taunting and then a little bit of a rough stuff. Outside the confines of the rules there a moment ago as he eats a big uppercut from OUMAROU. Now OUMAROU starting to use his length and his movement.
Head up, Cameroon, stop! Step back, head up, box.
Touted the jab and the athleticism of OUMAROU. It really has been his calling card. His best performances in the amateurs. We're starting to see him tap into that a little bit more in this round. Credit to OUMAROU again in terms of both his gas tank, but also the different looks he's been able to keep OZDOEV. Excuse me, he's been able to give OZDOEV. And showing something new here in the 5th round as perhaps OZDOEV starting to tire. OUMAROU making him think, making him adjust. Clever boxing on both ends there. Both men showing some good defense.
No push.
OZDOEV getting consistently warned
No holding.
about holding and pushing.
Cameroon, no holding. Cameroon, step back.
And frankly, that's because he's doing more of that than moving his hands on the inside again. Perhaps starting to tire, starting to slow down here in the later rounds.
Stop!
Trying to run out the clock a little bit, but that's another good round for Mouhamed OUMAROU. You see him good work from Mouhamed OUMAROU in the previous round. Highlights from that slide, counter right hand. See what OUMAROU has in the toolbox. 6th and final round.
No holding.
Итак, заключительный шестой раунд. Round 6, the final round.
Step back. Box.
Final round of what has been an entertaining opener here from Moscow between Tamerlan OZDOEV and Mouhamed OUMAROU.
Step back. Step back. Stop.
Felt as though rounds 4 and 5 could have been, or perhaps should have been, OUMAROU rounds, so there is the distinct possibility that the result of this fight is hanging in the balance here, depending on how the judges see round 6.
Get up,
Work on
Cameroon.
the
Get
inside
up.
there from both men. This is the version of OZDOEV that we saw in the opening 3 rounds, that physical pressure fighting style,
Руки к себе, собрано здесь.
occupying the hands of OUMAROU with shoe shine combinations and then ripping those hooks to the body. Got the sense that OZDOEV is slowing down in the 4th and 5th. He has found some reserves here for the final round.
Cameroon, no holding. Stop! Stop! Step back. Get up. Stop. Get up. Box.
Crowd in Moscow trying to rally OZDOEV.
No push. No push, Russia. No push. Step back. Stop!
Clearly the audience getting the sense
Box.
that we've got a close fight in our opening contest, as OZDOEV, again, 3-punch combination.
No holding.
First 2 not even intended to land, but that left hook up top was.
Listen my comment, okay? Box.
Another warning for OZDOEV, and frankly, is a little bit lucky that he hasn't been penalized with the amount of verbal warnings that have been issued in this one, as OUMAROU comes back with a nice 2-punch combination. That right hand right down the pipe.
No holding. Step back.
With the drumming on the seats of the International Boxing Center.
Stop. Get up. Box.
Fun action fight in our opening contest that might be boiling down to these final 30 seconds.
Stop. Stop. Step back. Step back. Get up. Stop. Get up, okay?
Feel the desperation from both fighters.
Box.
A little more physicality on the inside, the technique getting a little bit looser.
No holding. No holding.
Just using whatever they have left here in the closing moments.
No holding. Box. Stop.
And that is a fun opening contest to kick things off here on IBA Champions Night. As you see Mouhamed OUMAROU gesturing to the crowd, he feels that he did enough to take this one. Find out in a couple of moments what the judges felt. We look back at some highlights from the 6th and final round. Nice pull counters from OZDOEV there. He walked OUMAROU down, but OUMAROU with good counter right hands of his own. See what the scorecards say, but this very well could have been a tale of 2 halves. Will OZDOEV pick up his 2nd win in IBA Pro Boxing? Mouhamed OUMAROU move to 1-0. All right, looks like the scores are in the ring. Let's send it down to the center of the ring with the
Дамы и
official
господа,
decision.
по завершении шестираундового боя раздельным решением судей победу одержал, ladies and gentlemen, after the end of action, your winner by split decision, Tamerlan OZDOEV, Россия. И аплодисменты его сопернику Мухаммеду.
So Tamerlan OZDOEV picks up the split decision victory. As expected, razor-thin scorecards in this one, and without looking at the scoring round by round, I think that hypothesis that this one came down to that sixth and final round could indeed be true, but Tamerlan OZDOEV, in any event, had to earn this one and will improve to 2-0 in IBA Pro Boxing as we take a look back at some of the highlights from this one. Terrific action, two volume punchers, two high-level amateurs stretching themselves out over 6 rounds. Mouhamed OUMAROU really coming on strong in those middle rounds. Razor-thin fight, a split decision victory for OZDOEV in our opening contest. 6 fights still to come here from Moscow, including our main event between Muslim Gadza Magomedov and Tabizo Machunu. Also a terrific-looking co-feature in the heavyweight division between Artem Tuzlenkov, the Russian knockout artist, and Big Jack Bulawayi of Belgium. Plenty of action still to come. We'll be back with more in just a few moments.